Today I want us to do a recap of the week, okay? To see what has been happening. Okay, let's start with the news. Okay, let's go back. On Monday, we didn't have any USD news. We just had Canadian. The USD news there were FOMC for a member who was speaking, but they didn't have quite a movement. When you check on Tuesday we had CB consumer in confidence, which moved a little bit, not too much. There was CPI for Canada. Sometimes this news for Canada do affect the USD, but this news did not move quite a bit. And then there were the new home sales, okay, which came out weak. This quite moved a little bit. It made some movements to the downside. And then we had unemployment claims. We were expecting this to be quite a mover, but because it came out as expected, we didn't have quite that big move. And then there was some home sales. So this time gold was buying. It continued buying. Okay. And then there was the core PCE on Friday, which came out as expected as well. So it bought. And then there was the Chicago revised USM, which came out positive. It bought for quite some time, not too much movement, just a little bit. Buyers were taking control, and then it sold later on. Okay, now if we do check the weekly, the whole of the week, the DXY has been undecided. That means the buyers and the sellers both had the same equal strength. We were neither buying nor selling. Yeah, there were days that we were selling, there are days that we were buying, but the opening price that we did open with on Monday is almost the same that we closed with on Friday. That means if it's almost the same, it's just a little bit of pips, okay? Now, if you do check let's start with Euro USD. Okay, as we always do. Euro USD on a weekly it shows us it bought. Okay, so that means if it bought, I'm expecting us to even have more buys this coming week, but that is for later on. Now it shows us that we bought. If we do go on a daily to check what happened the whole of that week, on Monday, no, that's not Monday. On Monday, here it is. You see, it bought. Remember, DXY was undecided. So it bought. It opened here. It bought, came down, surpassed the opening price on Monday. This one's on Wednesday, and then now came back in. You see, now when I say it's just a few pips, it's here. Let me show you guys. It's between this and this, because that's the opening. This lower line is the opening for Monday. Let me put them in bright colors so at least we can all see. Okay, I think bright yellow will be better. Here you see, if it opened here on Monday and closed here on Friday, this is how many pips? Let's do some maths. Okay, let me calculate this. Calculate these pips. that's almost 600 pips. Okay, so now that is euro USD. Let's check on GBP USD. GBP USD, it opened here on Monday. Okay, on Tuesday actually it didn't have, it was undecided, it didn't know if they want to buy or sell. So it opened here on Monday and then closed here on Friday. You see, that's very little. You can barely even see the difference. Okay, closed there, opened here. Look at the space, that's quite nothing. That's very little, very little. Now if we do check gold opened here on Monday and closed here on Friday. You see, it's almost the same place, okay, opened here, closed here, it's almost the same place. So most of these movements this week were not quite much. It was actually very little. But let's see now if we do dive in, okay, now to see the entries. Okay, like you guys, I told you were to buy this. Okay, when it tested with a week, you were to buy it. Let me show you now here. On Friday I told you guys to buy once it tested with a week, and you can see it tested here with a week and then it bought and hit our TP. That was amazing. When I gave out this in the morning, I was doing my analysis around 7 in the morning, I think. Now it tested around 10, and by night around 8 you are out with a TP. That's quite nice. Now if we do check on GBP USD, remember this, we wanted it to sell. Okay, we wanted it to sell. Now let's do 4 hour. Yeah, it bought. We were expecting it to sell, but it bought. And then now this my buyers, I think, yeah, it came down, but the buyers were still strong. So we always continue, we always do what we see in the market, not what you think, what you see on the market. Now on gold, I had a sell that started, if you do remember, I wanted a sell as from 2018 to 2025 area, but it surpassed that. It went all the way to 2036 area, which was around this place. Okay, now when this is a second setup that I saw later on, which is still on a good trend. I'm expecting it to come down here, but that is beside the point. Now on Friday we didn't do a good prediction. Okay, remember, this is for us to become better and do better moving forward. Now why didn't we do a good prediction? This shows us that these sellers, this was on Tuesday, pushed this market all the way down here. I was expecting it to come here. No. I was expecting it to come here because the range was 2018 to 2025. That's 2025. And 2018 is down here. Okay, so I was expecting it to move from here to this region and then it can sell. But the buyers moved past that and continue moving upward. If that was the case, that means the buyers are trying to push this market up. Now if you see something like that, we always now change your perspective from a seller's standpoint to a buyer's standpoint. You check now, where can they tap liquidity to buy? Those are the kind of things that now you check for to move with this to move your analysis to the right direction. Because if you do remain with a sell on this, yeah, probably it might continue selling, but remember right now it has shown you that the buyers are in control. And how do you know that the buyers are in control? Now if you do check this, it broke. Okay, it broke the current structure and they moved up. Okay, now if it moved up and broke, this also broke another one, which is this. Okay, this one was broken and then this one was broken. Now it's retracing, so it might go all the way up to this point. You need to change always when you see things like this. You need to change your perspective from a sellers to now a buyers, until you see a confirmation that now the sellers are back in control. Before you see that, never assume that now you're on the other side. No, never assume. Okay, now I think we have checked what happened during that week, and I hope you guys have learned something, because it's always good to review how your week was, how you performed, how you saw things. Were you correct? Were you wrong? Where were you wrong? And when you do this, you become better as a trader, because remember, you can have luck as a trader and you can have skill. Skill is better than luck, because skill, you can always rely on it. It's yours. Luck is not yours. You don't know where it comes from, but skill is yours. So guys, always try to recap what you have done during the week and focus now on the future ahead. Don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Don't let losses make you afraid. Use them as fuel for the next big thing. Okay, now I thank you all. Till next time, cheers.